All right, folks, this is a different kind of video from normal. So these are all the new games that were just announced by ModRetro, including the link cable and surprise drop, this super cool mod kit that comes with different buttons, D-pads, membranes, other buttons for the Chromatic, and all the tools you need to get the work done. $15, that's an incredible value, I think, considering that these are already, I mean, such a cool device, you know, and to be able to now customize them. So you got different colors to choose from for your consoles, right? Like there's the GameStop edition that's, you know, grayish black, and then you have this Inferno one. There's all these different colors. And then on top of that, now you can customize them further. That is so freaking cool. So my son has my GameStop edition. I probably won't mod this one. I may mod the Chromatic GameStop edition. I'm definitely not gonna mod the Cloud, which I ordered and is being made. They're a couple weeks out from what I'm gathering. But anyway, okay, let's get into this. So what I normally do, if you've been following the channel at all, is any ModRetro game that comes out, I unbox it, I play a little bit of it, and I tell you my thoughts. What I wanna do today, because I feel like as a community of ModRetro fans, this is such a cool situation for us that the company, you know, they made their systems, they've sold out quickly. We didn't hear about second editions. Now all of a sudden we have second editions announced with either Sapphire or Gorilla Glass screens, and we have a new haul of games. Now it does suck that the price has gone up if you want the Sapphire Glass, but on the other hand, if you're a first edition fan and an owner, you've got a device that just appreciated in value to a degree. So that's super cool. All right, let's do this. I want to unbox Wicket Plague first, because that's the game I'm most excited about. And I started this video and subsequently stopped it because I noticed that when I grabbed the box, like, wait a minute, something's different here. These boxes don't look like the other boxes, and that's because they changed the box art. They totally changed the box art, and I actually like the new design. So, oh my gosh, I cannot pronounce that. This game has the original box art, just like Dragonium. I'm pretty sure someone corrected me on this, and I think I got it right now. But these other games have a new box art. So like this platinum strip is now on the top, and the ModRetro is now larger, and I love the font. I like this font a lot too, but I love the way this looks where it says Chromatic. Look at that. That's so cool. So I think it really makes you feel like you're buying games for a new system that is a perfect throwback to an old system, if that makes sense. All right, Wicket Plague. My very favorite genre is Metroidvanias. So here we go. Let's dive in. All right, first things first, charm. Wicket Plague, love it. This feels lighter than the other games. It's just my memory. I don't know, here's Tetris. Now I guess it's about the same. Okay, so we've got our sticker with a transparent case, looking very cool. QR code as usual. Game book. You have to appreciate the game books on these things. I think we all do. It's such a callback to when we used to buy physical games. Okay, so we'll get an overview of what we're dealing with here. The map area. Controls, characters, okay, cool. So here's our setup. Great looking character. He's an exterminator. All right, so we've got the buildings divided into 4 main areas. All right. And here's our bad guy, the Menace. Awesome. He's a necromancer. So it's an exterminator versus a necromancer. Very simple controls. Drop down, interact. Oh, interesting. Up is for interacting. Okay. You do have a jump, attack, pause, and resume, and you can heal using select. Okay, this sounds interesting. Romuald, Camilla, Katrina, Lana and Rhino Rage. Deckard. Sweet. Okay, this looks awesome. Now here's a team to put the game together and some pages for notes. So this looks killer. I'm very excited to try it out. This is definitely the game I'm most excited for. So we'll go ahead and put it away for now. That is going on trip with me. Sabrina Zapped. All right, so this is a ModRetro classic. So this means it's a real re-release. All right, sorry about that. So we've got our Sabrina, the animated series box art with this cool looking cat. It's by WayForward, but I think I read something that WayForward didn't have anything to do with this re-release. Game Boy Color compatible. So it looks like we have a platformer based on the cartoon series. Run, jump, and zap through 20 levels with Salem the cat. And Salem has some engagement as well. You can whip his tail. All right, let's take a look at the charm. Oh, it's pink. That's awesome. So the charm on this one is Sabrina. Nice. All right, we're not gonna spend too much time on the book on this one because I actually was just reading the Wicket Plague one for my own needs. All right, up and down don't do anything, but you can't go left and right and jump. And then zap. Very basic controls, I like the look of it. Great, okay. Throughout each level, Sabrina will need to look for her transformed classmates, daze them momentarily by bouncing on their heads, and then zap them back into happy children. So you're looking for your teammates, or classmates rather. Okay, cool. Different spells, that's awesome. Hover jump, crush, bubble, teleport. Love it. Okay, this looks awesome as well, and you got some pages for notes. Self-simulated. In the Reddits, I feel like this is the game that's most talked about from this new batch of games. So that's cool. Let's see, you were in an accident, your mind was saved and transferred into a robotic body. That sounds like hell. Navigate 100 challenges, instant reboots. Okay. Customized difficulty. All right, let's take a look at it. Oh, that's a sweet cartridge. Look at that. That is so cool. It resembles space, in my opinion. That is really cool. All right, here's our charm. It's the robot. You. Can you see that? My bad. Awesome, that looks very cool. And in our book, so an overview of the game and the controls, the menu system, synchronization, what's that? You must synchronize with your new robotic body. Each successfully completed stage increases your synchronization. Okay, that makes sense. Other robots. Okay, cool. Love the design on this. So thoughtful, man. Like, that's the coolest thing about going back to playing games on cartridges is that the people who are developing these games and the publishers, they are speaking directly to us with these kind of games. Gravitorque. I'm going for it. I am declaring this Gravitorque. I think that's what it is. Oh gosh, I really hope that's what it is. Okay, DX edition. This is in that original Chromatic design. You play as an astronaut who suffers a shipwreck, now stranded in space. Okay. There's no jump button? They're proud of this. All right, classic platformer logic is literally turned on its head, so you have to adapt your spatial thinking. That sounds awesome, actually. That sounds really cool. Here we go. Oh, dude, this is spacey too. What are the odds? Sweet. And our charm. Okay, this is a thinner book than the others. So story, character, controls, the goal of the game, the map, gravitation, hints. Okay, that's cool. Huh. All right, so we're gonna navigate the menus, walk on grounds, move camera, make a selection, rotate gravity, and pause. The goal of Gravitorque is to complete all levels. Okay, so we have to somehow traverse here, Collect ship parts. Okay, I like where we're going with this. Gravity. Press A button to rotate gravity 90 degrees. This lets you walk on walls and ceilings. That is so cool. That is so freaking cool. I'm excited for this one. This will probably be the second game that I play. Hang on, I gotta organize these by which ones I'm going to play first. And then finally, we have First Contact Protocol. I've seen a lot of talk on this one as well. This looks pretty interesting. Embark on a gripping interstellar journey in First Contact Protocol, where humanity's mission to inhabit new worlds takes a catastrophic turn. Okay, I like the setup. Does include a charm, non-linear storytelling. Actions you take can change the outcome. Let's freaking go. All right, this is just jet black. I think it looks fantastic. And here's the charm. Nice. Pretty thin book, but I like the art. Intro, about the game, controls. So on one of the monitor vessels, a critical collision unleashes a biocontamination threat. Let's go. Mothership, vessels. It's an advanced AI program designed to handle diplomacy in a first contact scenario. Your cat was in my room again. It's gonna be wild. Okay, so we have our crew. Cool, all right. So I imagine this will be pretty helpful to know who you're dealing with when you have those interactions in the game. Nice. Okay, so that's a lot of games. Let's take a look at the link cable. So of course, if you have two chromatics, which I imagine some of us do, this is going to come in handy. You'll need two chromatics, two multiplayer cartridges of the same title, and the link cable. So it lets you take gaming to the next level, a thrilling head-to-head competition. Connect two chromatics for multiplayer fun on the same title. All right, let's take a look at it. Okay, this is actually a pretty quality cable. Yeah, look at that. It's not flimsy at all. It's nice and braided. And then of course you have your ports. They're the same. Both of them are the same because they plug into this port right here. And let's see how it fits. Like a glove. Fantastic. All right, great. Well, I don't have two copies of the same game. Actually, that's not true. I have two copies of Tetris. Okay, so we'll have to test this out to see how the link cable functions, but that will be a separate video. So that's cool. And let's take a slightly closer look at the mod kit. I don't want to actually open up the mod kit because these pieces are pretty small, but to at least dive into it. Okay, so first up, we have different button colors. And I think what I'll first do is plug the red ones into my GameStop edition so it as closely as possible with the current chromatic colorways matches the original Game Boy, because I'm a total nerd or a total sucker for that. Although red might look good on this. Black would be boring. White wouldn't be bad. I don't know. If you guys have an opinion, let me know. But I think for the Inferno, the yellow is probably the best. It probably is. It'd be nice if they're different D-pad colors and start in select colors, but hey, we'll get there. This is a great start for just $15. Different membranes, and I'm trying to see the difference with these D-pads. Are they thicker? No, maybe. Extended longer roll. Okay, sorry, right down here. See that? So you have L, extended, longer roll post height, standard, shorter roll post height. So you can see that there. Okay, so there is a difference. That's good. There's a soft, quieter, dampened button action, and there's a standard as well. Dual button membrane, soft, quieter, dampened action. So that's for the buttons and start and select. Awesome, awesome. And you can change, oh, that's interesting. So the IR window. Huh. The on-off switch makes sense. Oh, there it is. Gosh, that was confusing. Okay, so there's your IR window. Yeah, slightly different. Okay, I see it now. Okay, cool. Now, so in addition to the button colors, the membranes, D-pads that we just talked about, you also have these decals, which resemble these icons up here. So my favorite's the double swords because it reminds me a little bit of Zelda. Of course, you got some Mario action and, you know, other really cool things. There's a bit of a Zelda shield too, almost. And yeah, so you've got your decals that you can put on there. And this is a remover tool, so you can get those screws out and then back in. I don't know what that one's for. Let's see if it's listed on here. It's not. Okay, so includes essential high quality parts to keep your console in top shape. Yeah, man, this is awesome. I didn't even think about that. So it's not just about customization. Like what if your buttons wear out or your membranes start to get worn or something? You got some replacements. It's only $15. I think that's such a great value for our community. So great work, ModRetro. This is killer. Folks, I hope you found this helpful. I know it was a very organized video and we didn't get deep into anything at all, except for those books a little bit, but I just wanted to, you know, I love the Chromatic and I just wanted to unbox these games and I figured why not share that with you guys? Maybe, you know, you found it helpful. I hope you did. And I will do videos on every game. And like I mentioned, the link cable and the mod kit. I'll do that too. So I hope you found this helpful, guys. We'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.